Welcome to the Dog Advisory Council, a trusted resource for dog owners and enthusiasts. Today we will be talking about Maltese pregnancy and how long is a Maltese pregnant. A Maltese is pregnant for 65 days, or 9 weeks. Sometimes, she can give birth prematurely at 8 weeks though, so you'll want to be on puppy watch starting from week 8. Her pregnancy is considered standard with other dog breeds. For a Maltese to get pregnant, she'll need to spend time with a stud during the estrus stage of her cycle. She should also be at least a year old and have gone through several heat cycles successfully. As a responsible pet parent or breeder, you'll know to make sure too, that you've picked the right stud to increase her chances. Just like humans, a Maltese can have a false pregnancy. This is when her body starts to go through the beginning stages of pregnancy, but then everything goes back to normal after only a few weeks. Signs of a real pregnancy include mating at the right time and slight changes in her body for the first few weeks. However, the best way to know for sure if your Maltese is pregnant is to take her to a vet for a definitive test. Since pregnancy is the key, you'll want to wait until she is at least 2 years old to get pregnant for the best results. However, she is physically capable of getting pregnant anywhere from 4 months up to 6 years plus, depending on genetics. If this is your first time having a pregnant Maltese, then you'll want to prepare yourself for delivery by watching the following signs. Increased nesting and restlessness. Your pregnant Maltese wants to make sure her space is just perfect, so she'll start nesting by moving blankets and pillows around until everything is just right. She'll also start to go back and forth between extreme restlessness such as pacing, and lethargy in her nest. A drop in temperature. One of the best physiological signs she is ready to go into labor is that her temperature will drop below 100 degrees Fahrenheit or 37.7 degrees Celsius. This is considered completely normal and it means that you'll have puppies within 24 hours. A self-induced fast. Since she's going to be delivering pups, mom is not going to be interested in eating. She'll go on a fast of her own volition and may simply enjoy some water for several hours before and after. Don't force her to eat. The Maltese labor time will vary depending on her age, how many puppies that she has, and her stress level. Sometimes she can pause her labor to rest between deliveries. However, the general number is about 12 hours at the longest. If it takes longer, you may want to consult with your vet to make sure that she and her puppies are all okay. Now for the step-by-step stages and calendar for your Maltese pregnancy. Over the 9 weeks, each week is going to be a different milestone. Week 1. This is egg fertilization week. This would be considered the very first week because the stud would impregnate her. You won't be able to tell at this stage that she is pregnant because she'll act totally normal. Week 2. In this stage, the fertilized embryos will make the move to the uterus and will start the beginnings of development. You won't be able to notice any visible signs yet. Week 3. This is where the changes may start to show up. As the fetuses begin to grow and develop, you'll find she might be a bit more hungry than usual. At this stage, the puppies are so small that they wouldn't be detectable in her tummy. Week 4. The fetuses have grown quite a bit over the past week, and professionals may be able to feel the beginnings of them in her tummy. As far as signs for you to watch for, she may have a bit of clear discharge and her nipples may start to swell. Week 5. This is also a busy week of development, as the puppies start to grow their claws, feet, and whiskers. They also get their sexes, so they'll be able to be detected in number as well as gender using an ultrasound. During this week, mom will start to visibly gain weight. Week 6. This is when mom really gets to work. As her puppies grow, she'll start to need extra food. You can mix in puppy food with her normal kibble too. Her nipples can get larger and darker as she gets closer. She'll also start to nest in her bed. Week 7. Her puppies are now formed and are simply growing stronger in her tummy. As this happens, the fur on her stomach may start to fall out in preparation for birth. She'll be hungry, so make sure that she gets extra food, though, make sure it's for pregnant moms rather than puppy food at this stage. Week 8. Consider this your baby watch notice. She'll want to start preparing for her puppy's arrival and she could go into labor from this week onward. You'll be able to detect some movement in her belly area too, if you watch carefully. Week 9, the last week of her pregnancy, is where she'll get really serious about nesting, and you may notice her appetite start to decrease as she prepares herself for birth. A Maltese can give birth naturally, but you'll want to make sure she is at least 2 years old and in good health throughout her pregnancy. If you are worried about complications, and this is her first time, you can always have an experienced vet on call or on scene to help keep an eye on her during delivery. If you want to learn how to take care of a pregnant Maltese, click the link in the description below. If the information in this video was useful, please like it and don't forget to subscribe.